Alright guys and girls, it's Russ from RussHowPTI.com. Today's video is a response to Ken. Ken emailed me on my Facebook page and he said, Russ, can you give me a few deadlifting tips? Ken goes on to say something which I'm hearing a lot in gyms and I don't like the sound of it, guys. Ken says, Russ, I went to my gym, not sure how to deadlift, so I went up to one of the fitness instructors and he made me feel like a fool. He says, you shouldn't deadlift. Deadlift's the worst exercise you can do. And then he refused to teach me it, made me feel a bit like a fool in front of other people because he was pointing out to other people, like, this guy wants to deadlift, he's going to put his back and getting a laugh along with him, you know, feeling like the big guy. Ken, first of all, it sounds like that trainer you went and talked to is what we would call, it's an industry term, a dick. Seriously, what fucking gym are you going to, man? Deadlifts are the best exercise. It's just about learning how to do them right. And if your trainer refuses to teach you, then in my opinion, if your trainer can't teach you how to deadlift in person, then they are in the wrong industry, first of all, but that's their issue, not yours. I'm going to teach you how to do this over YouTube. If that guy can't teach you how to do it in person, then he's got issues, okay? But I'm going to teach you how to do this safely and properly today. Once you learn how to master the deadlift and all the very different muscles you're going to hit during this, you'll realize this is not a bad exercise. This is actually my favorite exercise. Teaching all the clients that I train, this is the one exercise that they've all got in common. Everybody deadlifts, all right? It's just one of them moves you can use for pretty much any goal, any amount of weight that you want to put on. It should be your biggest lift in the gym. It's just ironing out the little kinks in your technique. So we're just going to jump on the bar. A few things we're going to go through. Start with a lightweight. I've only got 60 kilo on the bar today. Start with a lightweight, get the hang of the technique, okay? And then once you've got that, that's when you put the weight up. That's a mistake most people make. Mistake number one, they jump in too much thinking, well, I can squat this, so I should be able to deadlift that. It's a totally different exercise. But it is a good full body move, and as you get the technique right, you will notice you should be able to deadlift a shitload of weight, all right? My God, you should be able to get more on here than you can on any other lift. Okay, so let's jump straight in. First thing people get wrong is the stance, okay? When you come into this, you want to have the bar quite close. I'm just going to get down here. A lot of people start, let me just sit down, they start with the bar too far away from them. If you do that, you're going to find that you lose your balance straight away. So we want to have our feet underneath the bar. The bar should be quite close to our shins. On a standard deadlift, this isn't a stiff leg where we'd be a little bit further away. So we want to just straighten that out. So we want to get feet under the bar, and what we want is a straight line, okay? Guy that I work with here, Dave, Dave Stidhoff, strength and conditioning coach, put this fantastically the other day with a client. He said, you know what? We want to have a straight line, shoulders, knees, bar, feet. Everything aligned, you can't do it wrong. If you've got your shoulders ahead of your body, you're going to feel like you're going to fall, which is what we don't want, particularly with a big weight. So you get that line straight down. I've got roughly a 20-degree bend in my knees. It's not a squat. I don't need to go ass to ground. I've got a 20-degree bend in my knee. My back is hinged forward, but I am straight. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. And all we're going to do is push through our feet and try and drive up with our legs and then sort of bring our hips forward. Okay, so it's going to look like that. So what we really want to be going for, I'll show you this from the side so you can see as well, is that angle, okay, that 20-degree bend in the knee, shoulders, knees, bar, all aligned, okay? And I want you to focus on, as you push up, really drive through your heels, not your toes. Sit back, sit in so your heels can push. Imagine that you're trying to push the earth down. Do you ever hear that joke about Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups, he pushes the earth down? Similar sort of thing with this. We're trying to push the earth from under our feet, push it further away. And also imagine that someone's pulling you by the hair, maybe not in my case, by the hair up to the ceiling at the same time, stretching you out. Notice my hips going back and forwards. There's a lot of hip action in this one. You'll see very different grips used. I'm going with double overhand. See, a lot of people go with 1 over, 1 under, other way around. Some people even double under. Personally, you know what, I find this one works best for me. We'll change them up from time to time. You can generally get more weight on with 1 over, 1 under, in my experience. I just like this one better for comfort. If you're going for reps, that one seems to be a lot better for me. Try them all. One of the reasons that a lot of trainers don't like showing this is because a lot of guys will go into this and they'll just think about weight. They'll ignore technique. They'll not get that line. Shoulder, knees, bar, feet. They'll not get that. They'll go in with a bar. You see, like my back now, hunched. If you go in with your back hunched, it becomes like, ugh, it's all wrong. You're going to end up snapping something. You're going to end up putting your back out. You just got to teach people how to do it right. That's the only reason. If people taught how to do it right and they listen, then they wouldn't have any issues. Don't be frightened to deadlift. The pros outweigh the cons. If you're doing this right, this is the best exercise in the whole gym. Okay, so you want to get that line again. 20-degree bend. Give this a try with no bar. Did I just say no bar? I meant no weight, just with a bar. Don't do it with no bar. Alright guys, if you see anybody who has the hunchback bullshit going on and you want to help them correct that, one technique, a dead hold technique. This is an old powerlifting strongman technique which still works today despite all the advances we've made. One of the best ways to correct that issue happens to a lot of guys in offices who are like this all day, and a lot of guys who train too much front delt, chest and biceps who end up like this. You want to get that extension in your back. Thoracic extension is what it's all about at the top of the deadlift. So to correct that with a deadlift, we take an underhand grip, both hands, underhand. Same technique. Once you get up there, hold it, okay? Just extend your back and just grip it and hold it. You'll find this also develops great grip strength. Your grip, your forearms will give way with heavier weights before any of the larger muscles involved. So, don't shy away from that. You'll see a lot of bigger guys using straps just to get out more weight. But one of the best ways to develop good grip strength is literally just gripping something heavy for as long as you can. And on this one, it allows you to get your shoulders back, stick your chest out, and just concentrate on getting that extension at the top of the move as well. That's helped a ton of people correct their deadlift. And then they go into doing a normal deadlift and they find they don't have issues hunching over anymore. They can get that alignment again. But yeah, correct your deadlift technique. It's the best exercise in the gym. If I had to go on a desert island with a bar and some weights that could only do one move, deadlift would be it. I'm sure a lot of my clients would agree. It's the best move in the gym, so ignore this arsehole that was making you feel like shit for wanting the deadlift. If he can't teach it, that's his problem, that is not your problem. At the end of the day, I've just taught you how to do this shit via a YouTube video. So give this a go, focus on technique, do it with a very light weight, okay? Let me know how it goes, and we'll see if we can help you with a follow-up video for people who've never deadlifted before. 3 or 4 different techniques you can get to edging you up to full deadlifts with your max. Okay, we'll do that in the next video. Thanks a lot. Hope it helped you. Bye-bye. Alright guys, if you're not on our email newsletter yet, I'll put the link up there. Click that, get on the newsletter. There's over 30,000 people now following our tips around the world via the newsletter. And there's nothing stopping you from getting results too. Whether it's for fat loss tips without the jargon, or muscle building facts, or supplement advice. The guys and girls on my newsletter also get the first word about any Russ How PTI training programs that I release before they're released to the public, my gym, my website, across my social media. They literally get the first word. Which leaves me with one question. What the hell are you still doing here? We need to get more supplements in this fridge.